All right, it's Thursday night, almost Friday, almost the weekend. Gonna have a drink, and I'm gonna do the usual. So, if you're watching this back, because I don't think anyone's watching it live at this second. If you're watching it back later, making a cocktail video. Let's do it. There's no one coming because I said it's stupid to have internet friends. That would be fair. Serve me right, that would. Okay, we are going to do orange bitters. Is that cranberry bitters? That looks like the cranberry bitters. Orange bitters, cranberry bitters, mixing glass. Apple whiskey. Texas whiskey. Bigger than Texas. All right. Maybe about that time to get stuff ready. Getting ready. I scared off internet friends by being mean with Eddie. That's okay. That's pretty one. That's pretty strange. Have you ever seen a jellyfish? That shit's crazy. Okay. I knew I needed to do something else. Set up the GoPro. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. All right. 2 ounces of this. That's a nice glug glug noise from that little bottle. Nothing grows in Texas. Okay. Let's turn the GoPro on. Move it up a bit there. That looks good. I think we're ready to go. Let's do it. Half an ounce of the heavy stuff. 2 dashes of cranberry. 1 dash of orange. All right. And that's that. It's very red. Okay. What am I doing? Getting some ice. That'll do. That'll do. That's enough for me to. Putting on the lids. You're supposed to put on the Ritz. Have you seen the well-to-do walking down Park Avenue? was close. Battery low powering off. Wasn't expecting that. Oops. Also not what I meant to do, but come on, god damn it. Alright, switching this on. Shieldsy! How's it going, buddy? What are you getting up there at the moment? Floods? Storms? Oh shit! I just realized this isn't finished. Oh shit. God damn it. Okay, I have to go out and get another battery. Hold the fort, Shieldsy. Have you seen the world to do? Right. Also, just for a fucking laugh, what battery is this on? Sun for you. Nice. Hello, Celtic. And home for the elderly. Yeah, don't talkies. Fucking GoPro did its bullshit. Okay, for fun. What was the fucking battery on when it decided it had to switch off? %. Get absolutely fucked. Fuck is wrong with this fucking thing? Alright, fuck me. Alright. I'm getting all confused because of the GoPro fucking with me. Okay. Jesus. Where's my rocks glass? Okay, it's going to be really diluted. But the magic of video editing, no one will know. But I do want to put a cherry in there because that's how I go. And in fact, you know what? Freaking orange peel as well. See how this goes. Come in, you fuck. That'll do for now. Let's get our shit together. Come on, let's get together. There. Okay, so we're going to start this. You know we made a vow. We got... It's a very red drink. Okay, I'm actually quite happy with how that looks. Have you seen the world to do? Okay, I thought for a second I hadn't turned it on. And I was going to get really annoyed. But we need a thumbnail photo. Where's my camera? All right. Okay, recipe's not written down, so I don't need that. Good Lord. Okay, this is slightly more hassle than I was expecting tonight from the fucking GoPro. But you know what? Now I've just got to do the talkie. Theoretically, it's 5 minutes, less than 10 minutes anyway. Guess I don't plan to make this particularly long. That's what she said. Have you seen the world to do? Walking down. Anyway, that looks about right. It's here. And away we go. G'day cocktail lovers. I recently uploaded a video where I made a few variations on an apple liqueur based on the apple I was using to make my spiced apple brown sugar syrup, one of my favorite things. During a live stream on my Angry Aussie channel, I was talking with the chat about songs that had blah, blah, blah. During one of my live streams on my Angry Aussie channel, I was talking with the chat about cocktails that were taking the names of a well-known song and somehow working that into the cocktail. And I found a list online, and I found it really interesting because the list ranged from, there's this group that's well named. They've got a name and the ingredients tie in. There's this group, which is stupid as hell, that bears no relationship. Like one that really stood out to me was like a virgin. And it wasn't a virgin mocktail. It was a cocktail. Like, why are you going to call someone like a virgin and not make it a virgin mocktail? When people don't make an effort, it annoys me. There was also some mid-range ones where I was like, well, you're kind of getting there, but I'd tweak that. And one of those was a cocktail called an American Pie. And if you search that online, you'll find just completely different recipes all over the place. So no one sort of laid claim convincingly to the name American Pie. So I'm doing my own, and it's inspired by the apple whiskeys I made, because what's more American than apple pie? So if you're going to be an American pie, it's obviously going to be apple. The feature ingredient is the apple whiskey liqueur I made with apple peel and caster sugar. And because that's a liqueur and it's a little bit diluted, it needs a bit extra. And of course, it's American Pie. The lyric is, good old boys drinking whiskey and rye. This was made with a rye whiskey. And I've always been confused that song didn't say bourbon and rye, but said whiskey and rye. So you know what? I've got an American whiskey. It's not bourbon. It's a single malt from Texas, from the Balcones distillery. Or Balcones. I legit don't know how they pronounce that. But this is a limited cask strength one, 66.7% ABV. So more than 50% higher than the average whiskey from this crowd. So I'm just going to have a bit of this in to beef up the liqueur. It won't need additional sugar because of the liqueur, but it does want some bitters, and I'm keeping it fruity. I'm going to do a combo of cranberry bitters and some orange bitters in there. And just before I show you how to make it, I am going to have a taste. I haven't tasted it yet. It's a really great color, which is a combo of the whiskeys and the cranberry bitters in particular, giving it this bright red. Very apple, I think, red apple. And let's taste it. Ooh, that is a treat. It is sweeter than an average old-fashioned, and it actually does have a brightness and appley aspect to it, and just the fruitiness with the bitters as well. I really like how this has come together. Let me show you how to make it. In a mixing glass, I'm putting 2 ounces or 60 mils of my apple whiskey liqueur, then half an ounce or 15 mils of the high proof whiskey. Then I'm doing 2 dashes of cranberry bitters and just 1 dash of orange bitters. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. And then I'm straining that into a rocks glass over a big chunk of sexy clear ice and using my favorite old-fashioned garnishes, a maraschino cherry on a skewer, and a twist of orange peel. I guess I could have kept up the apple theme and used an apple slice as the garnish, but I'm just a real sucker for the cherry and the orange in an old-fashioned. I like how it looks. I like how it tastes. I genuinely recommend you try this. And if you haven't seen the video, you should be seeing a link nowish on this to see how I actually made the liqueurs, because I really recommend you make that too. They're very yummy. And, you know, come back, thank me, see what I'm doing next, because I'm always doing something new, and I'd love to have you back to see what I'm doing. In the meantime, I hope you're looking after yourself, and I do hope to see you again soon. But until I do, I'll say cheers. Okay, I'm reasonably happy with that. I hardly fucked up at all. And now I get to sit down. Oh yeah, that's going to be relatively short, about 4 minutes. Have you seen the well-to-do? Okay, I fucking dropped a candy down here. I'm just getting stabbed myself in the eye with that knife. Good Lord. There are all sorts of occupational hazards around here. Okay, I'm going to switch this off. We're back to a bit more nude lighting. Put that out of the way. Set looks so much cleaner for chat. There we go. Sitting down. Yes, it had to have rye for the lyric, definitely. Good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye. But, of course, the liqueur was made from rye whiskey, so that settles that. I mean, it's so fucking yummy. Oh, it's a lighter, sweeter old-fashioned, but it's good. Celtic, you like the shirt? I like the shirt too. Happy hour. Heine, 50 to 80% good. No, actually, I think that helps you yourself to do a number score as well. You can compare how you were feeling on different days. And hey, speaking of Celtic King, I've been collecting mail. Ooh, this is a fat one, as the actress said to the bishop. Okay. A few Celtic King emails. Ooh, this is a wad of things. What's this? I do love sharing the dockets with me. Were we getting our favorites here? Doesn't even say what you were getting. I'm confused. Oh, no, it was your iced coffee. Yeah, there you go. And your iced coffee again. Man loves his iced coffee. Now, if we got some new Christian things in here. Think about Anzacs. Oh, yeah. Okay, you did send me. You've sent me 3 of this. Do you want me to go proselytizing? Is that it, Celtic? I should go proselytizing, handing these out to people. This is a new one. Oh, Jesus. That's fucking dark. 10 reasons Jesus came to die. Jesus. Literally. I am the way, the truth, the life. Father's love letter. Okay, that sounds a bit fucking Pornhub, quite honestly. Hey, Safa. Just a no religion sign stop. I don't think anything stops J Dubs for being annoying. Hey, Nintendo Lunchbox. How's things in Vegas, internet friend? Sell them to make money? I could try. Anyway, what are the 10 reasons Jesus came to die? Because he's a fucking weirdo? Okay, no, I'm doing this like David Letterman. Number 10. to destroy hostility between races. Well, that didn't work. I think we're going to get to the point where it was pointless, Jesus dying. Number 9, to give marriage its deepest meaning. How does getting crucified give marriage meaning? That's fucking weird. To absorb the wrath of God. Oh, I love, there's a Christian going on about a vengeful shithead God, so that we would escape the curse of law. Number 6, to reconcile us to God. 5, to show God's love for sinners. Oh, Jesus. Number 4, to show Jesus' own love for us. Number 3, to take away our condemnation. 2, to bring us to God. 1, to bring eternal life. That hostility between the races, big miss on that one. I mean, seriously, that sounded kinky. The daddy one sounds even kinkier. So you had J-Dubs knock on your door. Said, no, I just shut the door on them without fucking around. Over the years, I've talked to thousands of people who ask me how to find their way to God. Some have sat in church pews all their lives, but never come to personal. Yeah, well, you're looking for sad people with no meaning life. Okay, now this is, I don't know. This has got a Pornhub vibe to it. Father's love letter. Oh, God. Oh, God, indeed. An intimate message from God to you. This is getting very Pornhubby. My child. Yep. Yes, Daddy. You may not know me, but I know everything about you. I'm your father. I love you even as I love my son. Jesus. Oh, I'm glad you specified that. Your son, Jesus. Okay, good. Love your dad. Brackets, Almighty God. Unintentionally funny or intentionally funny? Again, I feel like that guy spent too much time on Pornhub. Hello, Madam Butterfly. No, I don't have a no knocking sign on my front door. Ooh, this one's a letter, I think. What's this? Oh, no. Celtic's enrolling me in something. Domain name hosting? From the Shoalnet. Fast track internet services. Okay, well, that's going to come in handy. What was the last domain that we fucking registered? Fucking Ray's actually registered it. No, I've got it. Wait, I've got it on a banner. What was it? Oh, yeah, Dicklands. That's right. Ray's actually registered the domain dicklands.com. Nintendo Lunchbox. If you use the Bible, we'll pivot. Oh, father to stepbrother. Yeah, getting the whole Pornhub thing happening. Oh, it was a joke about Docklands and Dicklands, but we ended up being Dicklands. Shieldsy, you got a door sticker, no door-to-door salespeople. Still works. Yeah, well, they're actually breaking the law. They can be prosecuted. How often do people knock on the front door? Not often. Sometimes. Not often, though. Oh, man, that is fucking yummy. That is really tasty. Really glad I made those whiskey apple liqueurs. Oh, did you miss the Dickland stream? Yeah, I forget exactly how we got onto it and how the spelling error happened. But there was a Dicklands sounds like a good website. Ray's owns the domain, dicklands.com. Oh, good. I love this. Is social media. I love this. Celtic's giving me social media for when the internet's gone down. Yeah, you remember Dicklands? That was fun. This is how you share memes. You have to print them out and send them in the mail. So we've got a Star Trek meme. God. I want to open a restaurant that fuses Chinese and Middle Eastern cuisine. I'll call it Wok Like an Egyptian. Stretching it. Egypt's more North Africa thing. Okay. Okay, I'm sure this is from a hentai or something. Nothing extraordinarily rude is happening here, but it's all suggestive. The cow saying, do it, moo. And the milkmaid saying, I'm not milking you while you're standing. That's what happens at farms. Us city folk don't realize, but this is actually what happens on farms. They put flies in your mailbox. Safa misspelled something? No. Okay, one more letter from Celtic. What's in here? I've been meaning to send you the other thing, Toby. Okay. It's another printout of some. Oh, yes, more memes. Oh, good God. Okay. Dad joke extreme. There's a bunch of ants next to an anthill with a for sale sign. And the other ant says, are you the owner? And said, we're 10 ants. We're tenants. And is that really the Sydney Roosters logo these days? It's changed a lot since back in the day when they were the Eastern Suburbs Roosters. Nintendo, you're late on a Wednesday night drunk? Look, dude, I'm working on it. I got my first one. Oh my God, that is really yummy. I could also do the experiment with Mrs. Angry's wines, see if they make a good Manhattan. I could do that tonight as well. See, technically, the evangelists aren't salespeople. So if your sign just says something about unsolicited, if it specifies sales, that's like a loophole they can try and wriggle in. Oh, that's right. You're moving for the first time in 15 years. Yeah. Oh, yeah. My dinner's... Well, I stayed true to what I said the other night. I made such a big casserole-y thing, mushroom, onion, sausage and whatnot. I was still eating it tonight. I ate the last of it tonight. It was really fucking good. Nice. JD and cola. Why not? See, that's the question. Are they selling a religion? Oh, I double did it, Safa. I microwaved it for 3 minutes or 3.5 minutes to make sure it was warm all the way through. And then I put fresh cheese on top and put it in the air fryer. So I had a fresh layer of crispy cheese on the top. Fucking yum, I tell you what. It's a combination of the sauces. I used an enchilada sauce, from one of those packets you get that's got the tortillas and the sauce and whatnot. And because I often use the tortillas and not the sauce, so I have these sachets of sauce. So I was using up the sauce, so this lightly spiced tomato sauce, and then this mushroom cream sauce on top, and it was fucking yum. It was really good. No rain today. When are they predicting rain? As early as tomorrow? They're certainly predicting it on Saturday. So I'm hoping we don't get rained on. They're predicting a little bit of rain tomorrow, up to 2 millimeters, and up to 6 millimeters on Saturday. Chance of showers in the afternoon and evening tomorrow. Saturday. High chance of showers. They're not saying when. Maybe on and off all day. Don't want to get rain on. It's date night. It is Mrs. Angry and my 20th anniversary. Not on Saturday night. It's just the closest Saturday night to our anniversary. Our anniversary is on the 19th. And it's the anniversary of our first date when we met. Shizzy, I'm not surprised you're dragging your feet on packing. Packing fucking sucks. Vegas getting rain? Oh, God, I wasn't actually in Vegas when it flooded, but it was kind of just after I was in Vegas in the 90s. And I think I'd gone back to LA, and yeah, Vegas got flooded. Celtic, the knockout admitted to ignoring the ones that specify religions. Never talk to you again. Other missionaries are allowed to talk to you, but she's not for disrespect. Take a stand, my brother. Take a stand. Thanks, Home for the Elderly. Yeah, I started my YouTube channel, I think, less than a year after me and Mrs. Angry got together. So my YouTube channel is 19 this year, I think. Our relationship is 20 years old. Oh, yeah. Well, Celtic's here. He could potentially answer if there's been any VD sightings. Up to 9. You know what? I think I really do want to make the video with those wines. Got to make a couple mini Manhattans and try them. Yeah, you know what? You're going to stick with me? Fuck it, I'm going to do it. This is probably going to take me, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes to do this. Let's fucking go. All right. So, this lives up here. This goes in here. Maybe you can just go there, I guess. Oh, no, wait. I put the other one there. I'm going to put them together. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go with what the experts say. I'm gonna quickly look up Classic Manhattan. What bitters is recommended? Yeah, well, they're more like a fortified one. They're like sherry. I think booze organizing can fit into the strangely satisfying thing. Where do you get those meme things? Is it strangely satisfying? Oddly satisfying? Have you seen that? No, I'm going to just a bog standard Manhattan recipe. I don't want a modern take on the Manhattan. I want your classic, simple Manhattan. Oh, they say to use rye whiskey. Why the Manhattan works. 2 ounces, 1 ounce. Yeah, Ango bitters. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to validate. Okay. Get that out of the way. And let's get this. And do this. And let's move on the bits and pieces around. Get our ring light. Go there. Get our camera tripod. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get my coupettes here. Oh, I just realized a thing I should have been doing. Alright, I've got this prep. I'm going to faff around with my prep. So I have another cherry. A cherry for each of these little glasses. Just my excuse to have 2 cherries, really. Because that's how much I like cherries. All right. Let's can do this. Okay, so, all right, a rye whiskey. What's a good rye whiskey? What's a good rye whiskey? Is this rye or is this bourbon? Wait, what is this? That's bourbon. Is this going to be? Oh no, okay. I'll use gospel. Gospel straight rye. Ooh, do I have to open a new one or is? Oh wait, what's this one? Old Portrait rye whiskey. Okay, I'm doing this one. A California rye whiskey. 6 years old. 48.5%. Got a bit of kick in it. All right, let's freaking go. All right, what I want for the thumbnail for this is a good close-up of these labels. Have you seen the well-to-do? We're walking down Park Avenue. All right. That. Where is our aromatic bitters? That's black walnut. Walnutting. It's like your scrote on a cold day. Shriveling up looking like a walnut. Right. Alright, just about ready now. Okay. Do this. Right. And that's ready. Ready, steady, spaghetti. So I guess I'm going to make this. Actually, oh, you know what? I don't fucking care. I'm overthinking it. Stop thinking. Learn from Donald Trump. Never think. It's overrated. You can get anything you want if you don't think too much. Okay, so we'll do beetroot first. And one dash. And that's all she said. Wait a second. Before I do this, can I get another skewer? Stab. From hell's dark heart, I stab at thee. Okay. Let's chuck some ice in there. And this ice. And this ice. There we go. All right. Want now? Easter. Wait, that didn't do anything, did it? No. Fucking GoPro trying to fuck me up tonight. Ooh. Damn. Okay. That's all I want from the GoPro. Now I make the second one really quickly. Don't need to record this. I'll leave that there because I'm going to take a picture. Okay. So, glass. Ass, cash, or gas. Nobody rides for free. Walking down the avenue. Ah! Okay. Let's. Oh shit! Gotta count this. Why that one is a bit lower, I don't know. Come on, a bit of ice. Come out. I don't want you falling. Fuck you, ice. Right, where's my other cherry? Right. Yeah, that is a gross misshapen cherry, honestly. And we'll use that there. And we'll take a thumbnail photo. All right. Turning my phone for this. Yeah, yes, but learn from Donald Trump. Switch your brain off. It's thinking is overrated. People control vast wealth and power while never having a fucking coherent thought cross their fucking brains. Okay. Well, let's get this happening. I. No, wait, that's the first one. That's the... God. Okay. That's ready. And this is ready. G'day, cocktail lovers. We've been doing a bit of cleaning up and organising around the house and in this bar specifically in the recent weeks. And one of the aspects of that was led to going into the garage, or as the French call it, the car hole, and finding a box of homemade wines that my other half made back in the 90s. So these have been sitting patiently for 3 decades waiting to be tasted, and I decided I was going to do it. She also has some really nice mead in there, which I'll bring into another cocktail recipe in the future. But these are the first two wines I started with. This one is based around beetroot, or beets, as Americans say, and this is with the herb lemon verbena. And as the labels tend to say, okay, this is the herb lemon verbena used in a strong wine. Now, she isn't mucking about when she says it's a strong wine. She had all proper winemaking kit, but she fermented her own wine. This is not a bottle of wine bought from a store and having a flavor infused to it. She started from scratch. With this case, it's like lemon verbena, and that would be, and then things with sugar, grapes and banana, and possibly some other herbs as well, and some wine yeast in there, and the whole thing, and let it ferment. Why we specify a strong wine is because in the winemaking industry, usually they let it ferment to a level they want the alcohol content, and then they add something to kill the yeast. Mrs. Angry doesn't do that. She just lets it keep going until the alcohol content is so high that kills the yeast. So this is probably along the strength of fortified wines. It's also interesting taste-wise. I did some comparisons, like where is this going to sit? And I compared it to sweet vermouth and to sherries, and it's kind of between sherry and sweet vermouth, and possibly leaning a bit more towards the sherry side in terms of flavor, but it's very flavorful. And I thought, well, it's kind of, in that wine, aromatized, fortified wine area. I'm going to see how they go in Manhattans. Besides being very interesting wines, I love the labels. They're absolutely awesome. And there's a description on the back. It's going, the wine, being strong, but in no way dangerous, must be used gently or there will be some regret. And this was made under the dominion of Saturn. It has the magical powers of love, the healing virtues. It cureth the toothache, purgeth the head, stays the bloody flux. And then it just lists it's got beetroot, banana, lemon, ginger, cloves, sugar, and yeast. The lemon verbena is slightly different. This was under the dominion of Mercury, and its magical power is also love, but its healing virtues eases painful and windy swellings, very profitable to the stomach. And this has lemon verbena, lemon, grape, sugar, and yeast. So we've got these strong homemade wines in that sort of aromatized fortified wine area. So I'm going to make a Manhattan with both of them. I'm going to use rye whiskey, just one I have. This is a California rye whiskey. It's a little bit stronger than average, 48.5% ABV. It's a 6-year-old rye, should have a good bit of flavor in it. I'm going to make 2 half-size Manhattans because I don't want to get totally wasted, but I'll show you how to make a half-size one. In a mixing glass, I'm putting 1 ounce or 30 mils of the rye whiskey, then half an ounce or 15 mils of the homemade wine, then just 1 dash of aromatic bitters. Adding ice to the glass, stirring that for 20 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. And I'm straining that into a mini coupette and garnishing with a maraschino cherry on a skewer. I, of course, did that twice to get 2 mini Manhattans. If I was just making one, it would be pretty straightforward Manhattan recipe with 2 ounces of the whiskey and 1 ounce of the wine. But I'm going to see, A, are they notably different? B, which one I prefer? And C, do I think it actually measures up against like a store-bought sweet vermouth or even a sherry as a martini variation? First, this is the beetroot wine one. Ooh, it's quite nice. It makes a drier Manhattan than it would if it's sweet vermouth. So if you ever had a Manhattan with sweet vermouth and thought it was too sweet, this might be to your appeal. But now I'm going to try the lemon verbena one. It does have a sharper lemony taste. It makes for an interesting variation on a Manhattan. But I think if I were to go, if I'm only going to have one of these in future, I wouldn't do it with the beetroot wine. It's drier than a sweet vermouth, certainly. It's probably not as dry as a dry vermouth. In fact, I did compare it now, I think. I compared it to my dry vermouth, which is much drier than this. So it's got a bit of body. Like I said, it's probably closer to a sherry than a sweet vermouth, but it makes for a very interesting drink. And I have heaps of room to experiment with these wines because there is actually a couple boxes of different types of wines in there. So woohoo, experiments in the next year or so of my life, I guess. But I'm going to sit down and enjoy my mini Manhattans enhanced with homemade wines. So, hey, surely you know someone, if you're not making your own wine, there's bound to be someone, you know, one of your neighbors who experiments with home winemaking. It's all over the place, but it's a good example of how you can play with a Manhattan template. Classically, it's whiskey and sweet vermouth, but you can swap in other aromatized wines or fortified wines just to get something different because, you know, variety is the spice of life. And I'm going to enjoy this variety. I hope you're enjoying yourself wherever you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Until I do, look at me, double fisting bullshit happening again. I will say cheers. All right, that was not too fucked up. All right. Well, they're interesting. Not great, but interesting. Glad I did the experiment. Maybe I should find a sherry recipe. Put them in a sherry recipe and see what that is like. But anyway, I think I should sit down. That's interesting. They're connected to this hot. Like it's a transformer or something. But it is. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, I'm going to put these on ice. Oh, because I'm a decadent motherfucker. Oh, I'm sitting on Tom Kitten. God damn. That was a long one. That's what she said. Hey, Senor Butts McGee. You know, people who make beer, not wine. Home brewing's a big thing. Wine's a bit more esoteric. Okay, so I'm going to put these on ice, actually. Or is this going to be like the Despacito that I mix the variations and the mixed version is better than either of the individual versions? We shall see. I'm about to find out. All right, I'm going to put the two. God, that is a mutated cherry, that one. All right, I'll just put this here. Oh, fuck me. Almost knocked it over. Put that in there. All right. Ooh. Looking for sherry recipes. Sent to the casserole. Nice. Okay. Let's do this. Give her a little bit of a stir. What's that taste like? You know, it's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. Like I said, it's not as sweet as if I use sweet vermouth, which is duh. But it works. It works quite well, actually. Yes. It's kind of a bit grapier than it would be if it was with sweet vermouth. That is actually pretty good. Not bad. I'm going to have to do another experiment with that. Actually, look, let's do it while we're talking. In his new memoir, Tom Selleck looks back at the hard years that made him a star in Magnum PI. Okay. Let me see. We'll do the cocktail finder thing on Difford's. We'll just say sherry. We want to make a cocktail with sherry. Share the screen so you know what the hoot and heck I'm talking about. All right, differs. Let's do that so you can see more of it. Get rid of that fucking ad. Ooh, they've put some new cocktails on there. I have to look at those recipes and see if I like any of them and save them on my Trello. Okay, so wine vermouth. Let's go with sherry. Okay, all dry to medium sherries. Wow, almost 250 recipes with sherry. Fuck. But what are the top rated ones? A one sip martini. Damn it, Jenny. Sake. Light white rum, sherry, dry vermouth. Ooh, so I could fuck off the sherry and the vermouth and use my two wines in that one. And that's got good reviews. Oh, no, actually, I just thought of something. Okay. It's the second highest rated sherry cocktail on the site. So, sake, and I have some sake, light white rum. Oh, and just little splashes, 1/4 ounce of sherry and vermouth to do 1/4 ounce of wines. Okay, what's the history? Created in 2008 by Simon Difford at the Cabinet Room in London. Playing around with sake, come up with it. Thinking what to call it. Track you're listening to ended. One of the artists exclaimed, "Damn it, Jimmy," to his fellow band members, expressing how good the track was. My cocktail was named. Sadly, I didn't record the name of the artist or did the album. Okay, that's quite weird. It's Another Day by the atrociously monikered the album Leaf. Okay. That's interesting. That's one of the highest rated sherry cocktails on there. It's just a little bit. And I've got some sake I've been meaning to use. So maybe. Sherry, Sherry. Oh, I got the sake actually from a co-worker who, when she was going on maternity leave and we had a little party for her, she insisted on giving us presents. And I got a little bottle of sake, which I've had for over a year without opening. So, La Perla, tequila and sherry and pear liqueur. Reposado tequila. Oh, okay, so that's 45 mils of sherry. So I could do 45 mils of one of the wines. And a pear liqueur. I'd use a different fruit liqueur. I don't have a pear liqueur. But they're talking about making a martini. Yeah, so I could make a... Okay, so I've tried it in a Manhattan. I could try it in a martini with gin, not vodka. Only fuckheads make it with vodka. A toffee Negroni. That's an interesting idea. Rum, the wine, and a bit of sweet aperitivo. God, these are all things I'm interested in trying, actually. A green briar. Oh, God, so this is... Holy shit, that's all sherry and vermouth. That might be a bit much. I think that would be a bit much for me, actually. Maybe I could do it with actual sherry. Raisin cane. Red Pinot. What is Pinot de Charente Rouge? Aged rum and sherry. Okay, I need to know what the fuck this is. I've never heard. What's Pinot de Charente Rouge? I might have something that I could use for that. Okay, Dan's has it apparently. Just looking this up. How do they describe it? Made by adding cognac, eau de vie. That is it. I literally have an Australian version of that. Something I want to use. Okay. I need to remember that. Raisin Cane. I have an Australian version of that. So that and rum and okay. Damn, I'm finding stuff to try it in. Is she Japanese? She is Asian. I don't think she's Japanese though. I think her background is Chinese. Senor Butts. Don't like the drinking guide. There is sadly no Four Loko on Difford's. Oof. Well, you can make your own Four Loko. You just get like malt liquor and add an energy drink to it. Instant Four Loko. Even though it was never available here, it was so notorious. I actually know what Four Loko is. Sharoni. Geneva, bitter red liqueur, sherry, and sweet vermouth. Yeah, see, I could do that. And the two wines. Instead of sherry and vermouth, I could do the two wines in that. Man, this, okay. Fucking heaps of room for experimentation here. Although, I like the... Okay, what are the... God, there are like 250 of these recipes. Ooh, that's interesting. A bamboo. Difford's version of a bamboo. That's a classic. Now, his version, sherry, dry vermouth, Blanco vermouth, Rosso vermouth. So I could do it in equal parts. Yeah. Well, okay. So there are a lot of sherry recipes I could try there. How did I find that? It is one of the most trafficked cocktail sites on the internet. So if you start searching for cocktails, you're going to find Difford's Guide. Raising Cane. Okay, so that's an old sort of suspense thriller with John Lithgow. Fun fact, I had this job when that movie came out. You know, you have people with tables trying to sell you stupid shit in shopping malls. I had that job for a while. I was trying to convince people to sign up to get their roof tiles repainted. Dodgy as fuck. But yeah, so for several weeks, I was working in a shopping mall, and it wasn't a busy shopping mall either. And so one time in the middle of the day, I decided I'm having my lunch break. I'm going to have a long lunch break. I'm going to go watch a movie because there was a cinema in this shopping mall, and the movie Raising Cane had been out for a little while, and I decided to go see it. I was the only one in the cinema. I believe that is the only time in my life I've been in a mainstream cinema to watch a mainstream film, and I was the only one in there to watch it. And it's not a bad movie. And anyone who has seen it, there is one particular scene where John Lithgow is sort of telling his therapist, "Oh no, they're behind you." And it's really tense when he's going, "They're behind you." And I'm sitting in my chair going, I'm not going to look behind me. I'm just not. You get all sorts of salespeople in shopping. The movie's called Raising Cane. Raising Cane, because Home for the Elderly point out that was of the sherry cocktails. That was the one of the ones that interested me the most. And the movie's called Raising Cane. It's a really old movie. Oh God, now I feel weirdly sweaty, but I got the air conditioning on in here. I'm a sweaty Betty. All right, well, I'll have to report back to Mrs. Angry. Those wines make an interesting Manhattan variation. Yes, and John Lithgow plays the person with multiple personalities. And it's pretty interesting, and it has a couple of good twists in it. No spoilers, but yeah, typical for those sorts of things. It's got twists and turns, a couple of pretty good ones. I'm not sure how well it would hold up. Is it mucky weather? Do you mean humid? I'm not sure what you mean. Look it up. Raising Cain. 1992 film. Yeah, I thought it was a long time ago. So that was over 30 years ago I saw that. Was it a Brian De Palma film? Nice. Harry, talking about Raising Cane's, a chicken tender restaurant from Louisiana. Oh my God, that's great. That's fantastic. I don't think it is particularly humid. It might be in the next couple of days when it rains, although it's meant to be much cooler. So I don't know if it will be humid. Yes, Raising Cane came out about when you were born. Yeah, lots of multiple identity movies. Okay, John Cusack had one, Identity. Yeah, there are lots of these movies. I mean, the original one was Sybil. There was a really popular book, which people took to be a true story about a traumatized woman who coped by having multiple personalities. I believe the book, which was largely treated as if it was true when it came out, I believe it was exposed as bullshit. Multiplicity. Well, that's actually no. His clones in that did have different personalities, didn't they? What, Strictly Ballroom came out when you... I thought you were going to say Strictly Ballroom was a multiple personality film. I was going, no, it's not. But you just mean it came out when you were born. Yeah, no, Multiplicity was entertaining. You know what they were really proud of with Multiplicity? Because there's the multiple Michael Keatons, and they've been able to do the overlays for ages. So that's nothing new. But of course, the overlays can't interact with each other. Like, for instance, I think it's Back to the Future 3, there's multiple Marty McFlys from different time zones. And there's one where one of them passes a baby to the other one, but they cheat that by having someone walk across the front of them while it happens. It's still a reasonably good bit of filmmaking to make it happen. But the thing they were really proud of in Multiplicity, there is one scene where Michael Keaton's character and one of his clones chest bump each other. Like, they literally bounce off each other, and no one had ever managed to do that before. So that's a relatively subtle visual thing that, went by in a microsecond, and it wouldn't have registered that much with the audience, but the filmmakers were very proud of it, the chest bump. No. Weird bits of trivia that get segmented. I don't think Michael Keaton stopped acting. He was in the Flash movie only a year or two ago, playing Batman. I think I've watched about half of that movie. Never sat down. It's too long. Oh, that's right. He's in Beetlejuice too. Daw. Yeah, no. Michael Keaton has not stopped acting. Beetlejuice. And yeah, he's kept acting all along. Oh, that's right. Because there's a whole thing with Hollywood naming and whatnot. So yeah, there was a whole thing about him using his actual name for some stuff. I think as a director or producer, not as an actor though. Flash wasn't as big a bomb as some of them, but yeah, God, we've had some big budget bombs in the last couple of years. Keaton's your favorite Batman? Fair call. Every now and then I want to come up with the really big budget bombs. Morbius and Madam Web and good to know. Doogie, you're not Batman. Okay. So Marvel are trying to do a comeback with big budget, the new Captain America movie with Harrison Ford being a Red Hulk. Harrison Ford playing the president for the second time in his career. Oh yeah, Kraven the Hunter was a bomb. Marvel's definitely in the shitter. Oh, you looked it up. Multiplicity was a Harold Ramis film, famous for Ghostbusters. Yeah, I think a lot of people are hoping the James Gunn Superman saves the DC universe from being so fucking bleak and boring. So I don't know. We'll see. I think Marvel are hoping the new Captain America movie is a comeback for them, but who the F knows, honestly? It's a complex and mysterious world. Yes, Harold Ramis also directed Groundhog Day. No, I will not see Superman in IMAX. I don't go to the cinema very often anymore. I am not interested enough in Superman as a character to go and see it in the cinema. Yeah, Ramis did some good movies, definitely. In fact, I can't think of any movies coming up that have me thinking, I'm going to go to the cinema to watch it. In fact, I think the last one I watched in the cinema was Furiosa. And that was a bit of a letdown. It wasn't terrible, bit of a letdown. Bad and Butterfly got to tap out. Keep the live going. Oh, okay, we'll do ASMR. I'll lull you gently to sleep. People hate it when I do that. Oh, last thing I saw in IMAX was the A24 film Civil War. It will be interesting. Will the Captain America work? Will the Fantastic Four work? Who knows? I would have preferred Batman growing up, but I think my favorite DC characters growing up were the Flash and the Green Lantern. I wasn't really into Superman or Batman. I'm a bit of a James Gunn fanboy as well, quite honestly. Harry, last film you saw in the theater was Wicked. That seems to appeal to a lot of people. And yeah, I did hear it was long, and it's only the first half of it. Anyway, I'm trying a new clarified cocktail. You see, it's almost clear. It's just got a very faint green, blue, turquoise. It's got fruity gin, blue curacao, and orange juice in it. And I haven't actually tasted it yet. So when it's just in here with the clear ice, it looks almost completely clear, but it's got a very faint green, blue, turquoise. Oh my God, that's really fucking yum. It's really good. I did not hear they were doing a Green Lantern movie. God, the Ryan Reynolds one was such a disaster. Oh, you saw Better Man in the cinema. Nice. It was a very fun idea. Robbie Williams telling his life story as a monkey. A+ for creative thinking, quite honestly. Oh my God, that's so fucking good. It's really sweet. I did put some sweetener in it as well. My homemade well, it's actually a macadamia syrup. It's fucking yum though. All right. I made a yummy light sweet drink. Okay, oh, I love that as a hint. Hidden gags in the music numbers. All right. I don't know. Someone I know might have that on their Plex. Who knows? Who knows? It's a mystery that shan't be discussed in public. What did I start watching with Mrs. Angry? We're still watching The Rig season 2. We finished The Rig season 2. It's actually pretty good. Again, got some real surprises in it. That's not bad. Sort of suspense, vaguely science fiction-y. Ooh, 4K. Nice. Oh God, is there talk of Spinal Tap 2? I hadn't heard that. Yeah, that's like from the fucking 70s, though. Oh my God, everyone from Spinal Tap is so old. They're like in their 70s. God, now I feel compelled to look it up. Not that they're not good actors and whatnot. Now I want to look that up. Are they really doing a Spinal Tap parody heavy metal band? I love there's videos of people getting there's actually returned all these videos of people getting lumbar punctures, aka Spinal Tap. Okay, is there really a Spinal Tap 2 though? Upcoming American mockumentary. So it's directed by Rob Reiner, sequel to the 1984 film. 40 fucking years later. Jesus, 40 years later. Okay, now I just need to look. So, for instance, we go Christopher Guest. They're in their fucking 70s, which honestly could be a good angle for a joke. If heavy metal guys, they're 77. If they're still touring when they're 77, that could be funny. I think it's just going to be called Spinal Tap 2. Is it written by Chris Guest? I don't know. Okay, there is actually a Wikipedia entry for it. Let's. What does it say? Directed by Rob Reiner, written by Chris Guest, Michael McKean, Harry Shearer, and Rob. Honestly, it's got a solid chance. Directed by Rob Reiner and written by Chris Guest, Michael McKean, Harry Shearer, and Rob Reiner. It's got a solid fucking chance of being good. It's supposed to come out this year. Oh, and they've got Fran Drescher back because she was in it before anyone knew who she was. Musicians Paul McCartney, Elton John, Garth Brooks, Questlove, Trisha Yarwood, Chad Smith, and Lars Ulrich are planned to appear as themselves. Honestly, it's got a decent chance of being good. Yes, Angus Young must be 70 as well. Yeah, just keep on rocking. You should definitely see the first one, Spinal Tap. It's very funny. Definitely see it. Oh yeah, no, it's what are the films they made? They were folk singers in A Mighty Wind. They were dog trainers in Best in Show. They were amateur theatre people in Waiting for Guffman. What other ones? I think there's at least one other one. But broadly speaking, all their mockumentary movies are quite funny because they're all different. They're not milking the same thing in each of their mockumentaries. They're doing quite different subject matter and having a lot of fun. That's it. For your consider. I knew there was another one. For your consideration, which I haven't seen. I've seen all the other ones that I just said, but I don't think I saw For Your Consideration. But yeah, I'd give it a coin toss. I think Spinal Tap 2 has a 50-50 chance of being funny. Like if it's like Spinal Tap, it's still touring. If they really lean into the ridiculousness of a heavy metal band made up of 77-year-olds, that's got scope to be very funny. But I guess, yeah, I'd reserve judgment on that, essentially. Mascots on Netflix is also Christopher Guest. Okay. He's also in one of my favorite movies, The Princess Bride. I'm actually genuinely surprised no one has tried to either remake The Princess Bride or do a sequel. I don't think either would be a good idea, but Hollywood is regularly doing things that are not a good idea. So, as I said, mildly surprised that hasn't happened. All right, I should have some mineral water before bedtime. Oh no, I want to get I've got a new non-alcoholic drink. Oh, what year? Princess Bride. Excellent question. I don't remember. A long fucking time ago. 80s, I think. Princess Bride, the movie. 87. So it's a bit newer than Spinal Tap. It's not quite 40 years old. I fucking love that movie, though. Oh, yeah, no, it's always like every now and then there's a remake or a reimagining that's good, but it's like 1 in 100. I'm going to bed yet. Oh, I think I've seen that one, The Big Picture. You got Princess Bride right, 87. All right, now I got this yuzu soda, no sugar, and I haven't tried it yet. And I just got it because it's, me, it was half price at the supermarket, so I got it. But I want to try it. So, just give me a minute. I'm going to go out and get it. Oh, newsflash. Your wines make an interesting lighter than if, drier than if it was sleep bit. But actually quite pleasant. Yeah, no, they're quite, now, because they kind of did the sherry vibe, but now looking up, I'm finding all these sherry recipes. Just like how sherry it is. Yeah, no, they are pretty good. All right, got the yuzu sparkling water. Oh, this is from Strangelove. Okay. Strangelove make really good mixes, actually. So Harry is weird remade. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, so they did 2 remakes of Verhoeven films that failed miserably because they don't get the RoboCop and Total Recall. They tried to do them serious, and I actually saw an interview with Paul Verhoeven, and it's like, we knew these were very silly films when we were making them, and we just leaned into it. Buffering circle? Okay, I don't have one on my screen. So there was a Chris Guest movie you didn't like, a Chris Farley one. I'm not a huge Chris Farley fan myself. I don't know that one, though, Almost Heroes. Do you know that was a Guest movie? Fan of Chris Farley, Almost Heroes. Okay, but you're a Chris Farley fan, but that movie fucking sucked. Okay. Yes, I gave Mrs. Angry a bit of a heads up that her wine makes good Manhattan variations. He's like, duh, they're pretty good wines. You forgot the bad Total Recall remake? Yeah. It's like they missed the fundamental point. Like the movies were social satire and self-consciously ridiculous. To try and be serious was a very weird mistake. So this is just water I'm drinking because the ice has been melting. Hey, fun fact, kids. Do you know ice is water? And if you leave it sit for a while, it will turn back into water. Science. You're welcome. Okay. Senor Batsme. Okay, so I collected the old 2000 AD comics back in the day. So I was a Judge Dredd fan. The Stallone one was okay. It was not absolutely terrible, but it was a disappointment. The more recent one with Carl Urban fucking kicked ass. That movie is so fucking good. In fact, we're just talking about like I think Safi, you're saying it's 10 years since Fury Road came out. Man, I think this weekend I want to rewatch Fury Road and Dread. I fucking love both those films. Also, because Mrs. Angry got me a special Mad Max box set 10 years ago, I have the black and chrome version of Fury Road. And it's funny how well that works because the color in Fury Road is incredible and great. But the high contrast black and white version I've got on Blu-ray is a fucking trip. It's really good. So I'm now kind of leaning towards this weekend. I haven't done a rewatch of a classic for a while. I might rewatch Dread and Fury Road. In fact, God, I might rewatch Furiosa. Not that it's a classic, but I only watched it the once in the cinema. I need to give it another go. Best thing about Furiosa is it made the Mad Max open world game canon because there's a whole bunch of stuff in Furiosa that's directly referencing the Mad Max open world game, which is a fun, if simple, open world game. Well, again, you're saying Judge Remake, technically not a remake because they're both going off source material. I'd call it more a reboot than a remake because the Stallone Judge Dredd movie was not successful. And you know what? 2000 AD has been running since the late 70s. They've got literally hundreds of really good quality storylines, and I can't believe they're not making movies or streaming series about them. It does my head in. Con Air is a great movie. I really fucking like Con Air, actually. Nintendo Lunchbox on a John Cusack trend. What Cusack is doing it for you? Because he's made a lot of films and they've covered a real spectrum of stuff. Yes, they literally crashed because that casino was going to be demolished. So they literally had one chance to do that shot of the plane crashing into it. That's fucking wild. Harry, your husband's reading Cher's new book. Caught up on some of the films like Mermaid Mask. Fucking good movies. Really, again, really different. Each of those movies is really different. They're all really good. Didn't she do a Super Bowl ad this year? Like when I see like where some huge stars on a Super Bowl, I was like, oh, Cher's doing a Super Bowl ad? That must have cost them the GDP of a small country. Oh, so, okay, you come back to Identity. I don't think I've seen Identity. I've seen a lot of John Cusack films. I don't think I've seen Identity, though. Yeah, the casino crash. That was a real casino that was going to be demolished, and they negotiated, okay, we want to crash this thing into it. And they're like, well, we're going to, fuck, okay. So they literally had one chance to do that shot, which I think is a lot. Yeah, it was an Uber Eats ad. Yes. I haven't seen this whole thing. I just saw it, and I was like, Cher did a Super Bowl ad? Holy shit, how much I pay? Anyway, moment of truth. How good is Strangelove's sparkling yuzu? Ooh, that's really interesting. That almost tastes herbal. Also, fun packaging. I don't know how well that's coming out. There are these random little dots, and then there's text there that's doing a little yuzu fruit. If you're not familiar with it, yuzu is a citrus, kind of like lime. It's Japanese citrus. Well, what are they saying here? Oh, I need more light. My old eyes do not like small text. Bit more light. Thank you, please, and thank you. We have been waiting for Lemon to do something exceptional for a while. We did the gentle talk, the performance review, the work plan. Then we sacked the useless good for nothing and replaced it with something way more exciting. Yuzu, a citrus that tastes like citrus finally living up to its full potential. I love their sense of humor. But generally, Strangelove make good mixes. They're an Australian company. I know there's one or two farms in Australia doing yuzu at the moment because I think it's a little bit difficult to grow and it's got a really short harvest season. And yeah, everyone wants to buy their yuzu. Oh, Gross Point Blank is hilarious, and High Fidelity is fun as well. Masumi, look, for reals, dude. I am not going to restrict your cum activities, honestly. And oh, look, it's a new Twitch person, so everyone who's on YouTube must be sick of me saying this. I use a service called StreamYard to restream to multiple platforms. Most people watch me on YouTube. Some people, like yourself, watch me on Twitch. Occasionally, someone even watches me on Facebook. Yeah, I don't know. Strangelove was a saying. I don't know. There's a Depeche Mode song called Strangelove. Great Hitman movie, 80 soundtrack. Is it killer? Is that the John Woo movie? I'm not sure what you're saying. Masume, you're being honest. Dude, you can mention it. You can not mention it. What you do with your cum is your business. And so long as everyone involved is consenting, I'm not going to judge, okay? It's as simple as that. So we're getting back into Gross Point Blank. Okay. Also, you get these Hollywood movies that reference something in LA that no one outside of the area has fucking heard of it. Like Gross Point was a place. I didn't know that. Like the old Brendan Fraser film Encino Man. I didn't know Encino was a suburb of fucking LA. They're so sure everyone knows everything about them. Oh, sorry, who kills a dude with a pen? I mean, that's always good. Okay, look, dude, 80s music is my fucking thing. Like, oh, the John Hughes films, Breakfast Club, etc., Pretty in Pink. I still think the best John Hughes film, and this makes me sound like I'm being a hipster or something, but I think the best John Hughes film is probably his least known one, Some Kind of Wonderful. So it makes me sound like such a wanker saying that. This is nice. It's got this little citrus in it, and it's like a little bit herbal. It's quite nice. My favorite song probably depends on my mood, which is a kind of cop-out thing to say. Like I have our song, Mrs. Angry, and I have our song, a relatively recent Billy Bragg song called I Will Be Your Shield. Is that my favorite? I don't know. I have different stuff depending on my mood. A lot of 80s shit I love. Somewhere in My Heart by Aztec Camera. Locket by The Falling Joys. Shout to the Top by the Style Council. A whole bunch of stuff. Ooh, Nintendo Lunchbox, a very little known John Hughes film Reach the Rock. I do not know that one. Do I like anime? I don't dislike anime. My offspring, typical for their generation, they're like older Zoomers, I guess. They're mid-20s now. They're heavy into anime. I don't dislike anime, put it that way. Be very mainstream and say I like Studio Ghibli. Oh, that's a you know that just because I play it so much. If you tolerate this, then your children will be next. Another really good Manic Street Preachers song from 80s or early 90s. You Stole the Sun from My Heart. So that John Hughes movie is where Bender from Breakfast Club is 5 years later. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, yeah. Okay. I watched, I think, at least half of the first season of One Punch Man. Maybe the entire first season. But that was quite a few years ago. I think One Punch Man is quite funny because they're really playing with some stuff there, which is good. Harry said, "I've watched some cool." Oh my God, that's so Barefoot Gen is so depressing, and Barefoot Gen is even more depressing. I haven't quite brought myself to watch Grave of the Fireflies, which is the other depressing fucking Hiroshima anime. And it was like, oh, it came on Netflix. Netflix going, oh, we've got Grave of the Fireflies. Everyone should watch it. And I'm going, do I want to watch it? Do I want to have a complete emotional breakdown while watching an anime? Because Barefoot Gen fucked me up. Do I dance in the shower? No, because I'd fall over. The shower's slippery. I do play music in the shower, though. I love doing my YouTube music because I have YouTube Premium, and I just go because I select tracks on that. But then you go in and say like, "What's in my mega mix?" Super mix, they call it. And I love the spectrum that shows up in my super mix. So this one that just auto-generated, Big Mouth Strikes Again, the Smiths, so 80s. Good Enough, G-Flip, contemporary. Bo Burnham, Welcome to the Internet, contemporary. Peking Duck, contemporary. Hilltop Hoods, contemporary. REM, Shiny Happy People, that's like 90s or maybe 80s. The Last Dinner Party, Nothing Matters, I think that's contemporary. Polish Club, contemporary. Well, this is actually more contemporary than a lot of my super mixes are. Churches, MGMT, The Killers, that's 90s. There we go, Somewhere in My Heart, Aztec Camera, 80s. New Order, 80s. Beastie Boys, Sabotage, late 80s, early 90s. Midnight Oil, 80s. Okay, now we've gone into 80s. Cure. Brendan McLean, Stupid. That's the one TikTokers like Stupid. They lip sync to it because it's got the lyric, if you weren't so stupid, I could have loved you. But you're pretty stupid. And they just do those couple lines from the song. I do not mind early Linkin Park, actually. Your husband resents you for showing him Grave of the Fire. Oh my God. Yeah. Ugh. You think it's cleansing? I don't know. I might get around to watching it. It's a bit heavy, though. You recently bought a tongue drum. It's a silly toy. I need to know what a tongue drum is. I don't know what that is. Last time I was in a church, I mean, probably for someone's funeral. I don't even remember. Chester, who are we doing? Chester, sorry. Chester from Linkin Park, of course. Yes. A lot of people were upset about that. Oh, that's very cleansing. The yuzu sparkling water is very cleansing. Just a nice light flavor. And I have a bit of rain drum. I still don't know what that is. Optical Turkey, hello. Banshees of Inisherin. Oh, that is a fantastic Irish film. That is, yeah, I kind of agree with you, Optical Turkey. Banshees of Inisherin is kind of fucked up. It is. It's Japanese lime. Absolutely. Masumume is basically Japanese lime. Dude, I drink Pepsi Max all fucking day. Usually with a squeeze of lemon or lime juice because I really like how that tastes. Pepsi Max on ice with a squeeze of lemon or lime juice. That's my fucking jam. I used to put bitters in it. I haven't been doing that lately. Maybe I should try putting bitters in it again and see if I still like it. Citrus and bitters, maybe. Who knows? We do that out. Yeah, who's in Banshees of Inisherin is Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson. And it's in an island off the coast of Ireland. And the troubles are happening. So I think it's set in the 80s. It's pretty fucking bleak, quite honestly. Masamume, one movie, the Irish boy drowns himself, older woman rejects him. Yes. So who's the guy who's in a lot of stuff now? He was in Saltburn and I've forgotten his name, but young Irish actor who's in a lot of stuff lately. Kills it, you're a Pepsi drinker. Coke tastes like... yeah. I arbitrarily started drinking Pepsi because it was cheaper than Coke. Optical directed by Martin McDonough. Wow, he actually also directed 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Okay. I liked that movie. Great director and playwright. Okay. Nintendo, imagine bringing my angry mask back for Goose and Lols. I could look. Honestly, every now and then the thought occurs to me. I no longer have the energy to do the full-on shouting, but maybe doing the talking with the masks. Yeah, he started drinking Pepsi because it's cheaper than Coke. Like literally back in the 90s, I was drinking Jolt Cola, lots of caffeine and lots of sugar, and I was drinking lots of it. You don't even get it now, but it was all over the fucking 7-Elevens in mid-late 90s. But at a certain point, I thought, I'm drinking so much of this and it's all sugar. I need to drink something that doesn't have sugar in it. And then there's Pepsi Max, no sugar, and more caffeine than the average cola. And it's cheaper than Coke. So I went with Pepsi Max. Holiday, hello. Ahoy, Florida. About to get your White Claw surge on. Nice. I love we're getting folks from North America all over the place. I don't remember if there was a Diet Jolt Cola. I think maybe there was, but also they just stopped selling it. The 7-Elevens had it in the 90s and they stopped selling it. Mr. Mume, everyone in the USA is boycotting Coke. It's a Nazi president, so Coke's really cheap. Oh, damn, okay. Oh my God, same guy did In Bruges. Seven Psychopaths. I fucking love both those films. In Bruges, particularly. Seven Psychopaths is good. In Bruges, I really like. I think In Bruges is a really well-structured movie. You can get Jolt Cola in Adelaide. I don't think I've seen Jolt Cola on sale in ages. Oh, you know what I found? Okay. Recently, when Mrs. Angry and I were like cleaning out the garage and stuff, all these boxes we hadn't gone through, I had a box of Jolt Cola bottles from the 90s. Little 375ml bottles, glass bottles, and the Jolt logo was like painted on them. It wasn't a sticker. It was like painted on, and I'd kept them because they were kind of special. I thought, no, I need to get rid of them. I said, I wonder if someone will like them. So I put them out the front in a box. Someone took them, which I fucking love. I don't know why they took them. I don't know if they thought they could get a deposit on them. I don't know if they were like, Jolt Cola, I fucking love Jolt Cola. But someone took all the Jolt Cola bottles. There's like a dozen or more of them. It was great. Jolt root beer. Don't think I like root beer. I don't know. Coke raids. Coke boycott because the ice raids. Good Lord. Yeah, you're actually right, Nintendo. Stuff is bugging. I don't blame individual folks for any of that. Optical Turkey in Bruges is perfect. No fat on that film. Yeah, no. And again, the structure of In Bruges, there's a payoff for everything. And I really love well-structured films. That's why The Godfather is one of my favorite films. I think it's beautifully shot, edited, acted, script is wonderful, but it's structured so well. You get such a good payoff. Harry, yeah, stuff is in stream. Yeah, look, dude, if I can provide you with a distraction. In fact, God, I think we half the chats in the US tonight, which is cool. Have I tried smoke? See, I don't smoke. I don't think I could smoke cannabis without just choking and stuff. I have had like hash brownies once. I've had like edibles once. But I don't think I could smoke it. I would just choke and bleh. People in Croatia are doing supermarket boycotts. Okay. Good for them. I'm a big fan of social movements, social justice. Okay, my edible experience. Okay, I'm not going to say my friend who got it's a lightweight, but he got me the two little thing, the little chocolates that have been infused with cannabis. This was years ago, right? And he's going like, "Well, you want to be really careful. Like, have half of one, and it's just a bit much." And I went, "Okay, I'm going to listen to you." And I went half of one, and I'm like, "This is fucking nothing." So I did the other half, and I was going, "Okay, I can feel it now, but it's still not." And so I had the second one. Like he told me to eat half of one, and I had two whole ones, and it was not too much. And I think I watched some funny stuff on TV and enjoyed it. But then I went to bed, and the dreams were fucking incredible. The dreams after having edibles were fucking full on. It was amazing. It's a technique to smoking, yeah, which I never learned because I never smoked anything. Yeah, no, it's not a good thing to get used to. So I never smoked anything. So I don't know. Yes, I was in the Netherlands. I was definitely illegal, Safa. It was also years ago. Yeah, the fucking dreams. And also possibly in the 90s, I had that on acid as well. Trying to go to sleep while I remember with a girlfriend at the time, after being out and doing acid, like probably going to a rave in the 90s, then getting home, going to go to bed, going to sleep, I'm so tired. And this voice next to me go, "Why are there Aboriginal cave paintings on the inside of my eyelids?" It's like, yeah, that'll happen. That's a thing that'll happen. Yes, trying to go to sleep while being chemically altered is the whole thing. No, I wouldn't try smoking. Like I said, I don't smoke. I can't really draw smoke into my lungs without hacking out. So it sounds like a bad idea. So meanwhile, I just do something that is undoubtedly more dangerous than marijuana, namely alcohol. I'm serious. This is fucking sparkling water. This is not alcohol. But clearly, you all saw me. I drink alcohol tonight. Sorry, I'm doing a confession. I drink alcohol tonight. I'm bad. Nintendo Lunchbox, you practice lucid dreaming. I've never really done that. Yeah, you do lucid dreaming sober. Here's the thing I get. Okay, so I use a CPAP machine to sleep because I have sleep apnea, and I'd have to sleep alone if I didn't have a CPAP machine because I snore too much that I fuck up Mrs. Angry's sleep. So I think I got my CPAP machine in like the first year of COVID. Time is weird. But I think that's when I got it. Anyway, so what I get now, I actually got a different nose thing recently and it's better. But it's like when I put the CPAP machine on and lie down, most times it actually helps me to go to sleep. But sometimes it's really weird. It's just distracting me because you've got this thing that's pumping air up your nose. Sometimes it distracts me and I can't sleep, but that's rare. The most common one is I lie in bed with this thing and I'm breathing, and it feels like my breathing is a bit labored because it's an actual pumping air up my nose. And I lie there going, am I going to go to sleep? I don't know if I'm going to go to sleep. I'm just lying here hoping I'll go to sleep. And then I'll go into a half dream, and and then I'll come out of that and go, oh, yeah, I almost fell asleep then because that was a weird fucking dream I was half in. And I was going, okay, that's a good sign. I'm probably going to fall asleep. And then I might go on my side, have weird after. And it's like 99 times out of 100, or 19 times out of, I don't know, most of the time. There's maybe only once a month I have actual trouble sleeping, but all the other nights I think I'm going to have trouble sleeping, and I'm going, am I going to go to sleep? And then I wake up and it's morning. So the CPAP machine generally makes it. No, because the CPAP machine knows you're asleep. It does have one light on it to show the power's on, but it's not very bright. Ooh, drinking water doesn't help. But okay, and I am drinking just before going to bed now. The sparkling water means I'm going to have to get up to pee in the middle of the night, probably in 3-4 hours. I don't know. It's usually wake up to pee time is usually sometime between 2 and 4 a.m. Usually only happens once. Oh, Nintendo Lunchbox, log your dreams. Nice. Stress dreams because of a job, yeah. After your first cruise, dreams are on a ship? Excellent. I literally, I become conscious of, oh my God, that fucking mobile game I play all the game, the pattern matching one. No, I fucking shouldn't get my bladder checked out, because that having to go pee once in the night is normal. In fact, I've mentioned this before. I saw this channel on YouTube. It's this guy called Andrew Huberman who's talking to men and he's going, here's a technique so you don't have to pee so often during the night. And I thought, okay, what's his technique? And he's got this whole thing about drinking slowly and don't know if this works out. And he goes and then he says, if you practice this, you'll only have to pee once or twice during the night. And I'm like, oh, I only have to pee 0 or 1 time during the night. So apparently I'm fine. An ASMR live stream, I don't know. It's traumatized people when I've done ASMR, because this mic, I can switch it so it's stereo channels. So if you have headphones, I can change the settings so it's stereo, and I can go side to side on the microphone doing ASMR. You're just making me want to check out an ASMR channel on Twitch, because they're fucking wild. They have special equipment. They have these little things on their microphone that actually look like ears. I haven't looked at an ASMR channel on Twitch in ages. Shall we do it? Let's do it now. Fuck it. I just randomly go, let's see. We'll go on Twitch. I think I'm logged into Twitch on this laptop. Yes, I am. No, fuck off. Twitch was telling me what to do. Can't. Let's look up ASMR. Yes. Let's do it. Oh my God. Oh God, this is tripping me out. I'm going to very briefly share this. Do this. So. See? The thing on the microphone that looks like ears. I've traumatized Nintendo Lunchbox. How many people she got watching? Where's the watching thing? I can't see it. All right, you know what? I'm going to stop now. That's just weird. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah. The ASMR streamers are usually attractive, and like not naked, but they might be wearing something at least slightly saucy, like she's wearing a corset type thing. I had the idea at one point of like using a script from like one of my old angry videos, but doing it ASMR, and you're just being at the microphone going, "Donald Trump, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up, you fucking idiot." Yeah, you don't want to yuck anyone's yum, but again, ASMR, you're meant to have headphones on, because yeah, getting the stereo stuff is wild. All right, I am giving Strange Love's Yuzu Sparkling Water a thumbs up. In fact, because I don't really like tonic water, I think this with gin as an alternative to gin and tonic would be quite good. Oh god! And I also just thought of, what would be another good ASMR? A weird 80s Australian noise track, which I did put on Jukebox on the Discord a while back. Was a band. They never played it. Thug. It was one of the various projects Tex Perkins was involved in. He did a lot of solo stuff, possibly most famous for being with the Cruel Sea. But Tex Perkins has done a lot of stuff over the years. And he was doing vocals for this mob, Thug. And there's a track called Dad. And it was just this wall of noise with his voice going, "Fuck your dad. Do it now. Don't waste it." Oh, yeah, no, that would make a good Tom Collins. Good call. Home for the Elderly. This Yuzu Sparkling Water would make a good Tom Collins. But, me being me, I got it just because it was half price. But it's paid off. It's pretty good. So, yeah, Mrs. Angry occasionally has some of the flavored mineral waters I have. So I'll have to tell her the Yuzu Sparkling Water is quite interesting. I'm just going to put a little bit of my brown sugar syrup liqueur in here to give Mrs. Angry's orange peel flavor for her hot chocolate in the morning. You got a cure to hiccups. Legit, you know what works? This works for me almost every time. Glass of water, drink from the opposite side of the glass. That almost always works for me. Tomorrow night, fun. We are doing I Can't Feel My Face tomorrow night. I might just make that the theme, the name of the stream. I Can't Feel My Face. What that's going to be is a martini that I think I'll make with Navy strength gin. And then we are just going to progressively add more and more absinthe to it until I'm going, okay, too much absinthe. I can't feel my face anymore. Party night generally is always fun, but tomorrow night is I Can't Feel My Face night. No, I would not have gotten the sparkling water full price. I had seen it on the shelf. I literally only got it because it was Harper. Okay, Nintendo Lunchbox, before we finish for the night, what is your cure for the hiccups? I'm also going to turn this banner off so I don't forget about it. Ooh, what are you tasting tomorrow, Home for the Elderly? Also, friend of the stream, Kirsten, linked me to an online alcohol seller that has some ridiculous fucking specials, like really good ones. And so, yeah, $250 later. So I basically got 5 bottles of spirits, and it's averaging out at like $50 instead of $80 a bottle. Like I saved $200 basically. So you literally just say out loud, hiccups don't exist. So all caps, you have to shout it. If I get hiccups, all right, tell me tomorrow. Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, I'll put the link in the Discord. The specials are fucking wild. In fact, I'll do it. Do I have the Discord open? Okay, I don't even have the Discord open. People might have been posting stuff. I don't know. I'll post it in general. Neurospicy. All right. And Kirsten says this is reputable. Amazing booze specials here. It's called nipofcourage.com. It's run by someone Kirsten knows. Celtic, going to be in bed by 7:30. Wow, a 3:30 a.m. work start. Dude, fuck, dude, damn. Yeah, I'll even, tomorrow night might even talk about what it was I actually ordered. Ooh, one of which was a new make spirit. So I've got some stuff for the barrels. They had Ned's whiskey, the Australian cheap whiskey, only $40. And it's not bad. It's a good mixer. But I'm going to put it in the barrel for at least 4 months. And see what comes out. Because the Coles cheap whiskies, 4 months in the barrel, they taste so much better. And so I got the Neds to put in there. Going to go in there for at least 4 months because that seemed like the sweet spot. But the new make, I think, will go in for at least 6 months. Did you get caught by surprise? 3:30 a.m. start? God damn. Okay, if I ever get hiccups again, Nintendo Lunchbox, I'm hoping I remember. So we just say out loud, hiccups don't exist. I'm definitely going to try it. Okay. So I got my 2 cherries. God, that one's fucking munted, honestly. Tastes good, though. Oh, my God. Fucking yum. I love these cherries so much. So fucking good. Oh, my God. That stuff's so good. It is, in fact, Sleepy Bobo time because I got shit to do. So it's 9 eyes. I do have to work tomorrow, and I actually have meetings and I have some shit to get done. Oh, okay. So 24-hour McDonald's. Okay. That's a weird start time. I would have thought they started people at I'm with you. I would have thought they started people at midnight or 5 a.m. 3:30 is fucking weird. But anyway, tomorrow night is I Can't Feel My Face night. We're continuing making cocktails with song titles, which was not intentional. It just happened. But yeah, that's tomorrow. I Can't Feel My Face night. Possibly a bad idea, but fuck it. All right. So you all take care. If you're around tomorrow night, I'll see you then or another time. But bye for now. Bye.
You are totally